Y'all, please excuse me. I am exceptionally tired. It is just after midnight, technically Tuesday morning. You can see this is not a shelter groom video. You aren't going to see much grooming at all. However, this is a shelter dog. This is Candy. At least that's the name we put on our records. Doc has taken to calling her Freya, and Freya seems to suit her. She will answer to either, as long as you pat her head. The shelter listed her as a border collie mix, but we are inclined to think she's an Australian shepherd. She weighs 37 pounds. Her teeth are very clean, and we estimate that she is at least 10 months old, but no more than 16 months. You are probably wondering about that donut around her neck. Clearly, she is wounded. I am fostering her while she recovers. She has been in my care for the last 4 days. I've tried several times to put this video together, but her care and comfort requires a significant amount of my attention. Her story is sad. It might make you angry. I will do my best to tell it fairly to all parties involved, but first.
Welcome to Kate's Country Critters. You can call me Kate. Thanks so much for stopping by. Come sit a spell and have some coffee with me. While the French press does its thing, I'd like you to consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Those 2 little actions help the channel grow and reach more people. The shelter dogs and I appreciate your support. You can also ask questions and leave comments. I do my best to respond to each and every one. Finally, please share this video with your friends and families. Kate's Country Critters is dedicated to helping the animals at the Bibb County, Alabama Animal Shelter. Most of the videos that I post are of shelter dogs looking for their forever homes. If you would like to help them directly, please pause this video to come back to and click on the link above. The shelter has several methods you can use to provide support. I donate my time and supplies to assist the animals at the Bibb County, Alabama Animal Shelter. If you would like to aid my efforts, please consider joining my Patreon. For as little as $2 per month, you will have access to members-only chats and behind-the-scenes looks. At the $5 per month level, you will have access to even more content, including home grooming tutorials, as I am able to edit and post them. Higher levels are available as budget billing options for my physical clients. If you live within reasonable distance of Centerville, Alabama, and would like to become my client, please send an email to katescountrycritters@gmail.com. All of this information is included in the description below. Looks like the coffee's ready, so sit back and relax while I tell you about today's client.
Freya was surrendered to the Bibb County, Alabama Animal Shelter on Thursday, June 5th, 2025. She was let out to go potty around the same time her neighbor let his dog out. His little scruffy dog, maybe a Shih Tzu, charged into her yard and antagonized her, so she chased it back to his yard. The 2 dogs were fighting, so the neighbor her. Freya's owner could not afford the vet bills and was fearful that the neighbor would finish her off, so they brought her to the shelter, expecting that she would be euthanized. Due to this incident, the shelter must classify her as an aggressive dog. She arrived minutes before I showed up to pick up a dog to groom, so I ended up taking her to the vet instead. She yelped and tried to get away when he was examining her, but she made no attempts to bite him. The wound is on her inside left thigh, about 4 inches long and quite deep. I will not show the wound in this video. When I have the time, I have a short video that briefly shows the wound. I will make that available on my Patreon for all members, paid and free. The missed the major blood vessels, bones, and muscle groups. She has full function of the leg and barely limps. Due to the depth, Dr. Kevin could not close the wound yet, If bacteria was sealed in, it could cause sepsis and send her over the Rainbow Bridge. So the wound must stay open to allow drainage until she completes a course of antibiotics. I am fostering her due to the necessity for wound care, medications, and a loving environment to heal. She has not been aggressive towards any human. She does not like it when I treat her wound, and I don't blame her one bit. It hurts. But she has never tried to bite me. She must be crated to limit her movement so the wound can start healing and separate her from my dogs. She must wear a cone or donut to keep her from licking the wound. She does growl if my dogs approach the crate rapidly. She does resource guard, but she is responding to gentle correction and training. I will foster her until that wound is closed. She has had her rabies shot and tested negative for heartworm, Lyme disease, Ehrlichia, and Anaplasma. They were all on the same test. Once the wound is sufficiently healed, I will need to find another foster family. I've had 3 people volunteer, or a forever home. I would love to keep her myself, but I can barely afford the 5 dogs I have. I simply cannot afford to keep a 6th dog long term. Freya's family loved her and was too upset when surrendering her to leave her details. It was a grandmother, a father, and an 8 to 10-year-old boy. They were all crying when they said goodbye to Freya. I can tell they loved her. She is a healthy weight. Her nails are trimmed. She was brushed regularly. I have seen no matting on her whatsoever, except where blood had dried into her fur. There isn't a single flea nor tick on her. Due to her classification as an aggressive dog, she cannot go to a home with young children. Once again, I have seen no evidence of aggression towards humans and very limited aggression towards my dogs. If she goes to a home with other dogs, she will need to be introduced to them slowly. And I certainly do not recommend that she goes to a home with small dogs, any dog under 30. She does have a strong prey instinct. She is a herding breed that was developed to move sheep and cattle and defends against threats. She does not like cats. She is not spayed at this time. When Dr. Kevin closes the wound, he will spay her if he thinks it is safe to do so. There is a significant risk of crossing the Rainbow Bridge if she is under anesthesia for too long. If Dr. Kevin cannot spay her at that time, she will need to be spayed as soon as she is healed enough to do so. I will ask for a rehoming fee to offset the costs of her future vet bills and anything that she needs for aftercare. Currently, sponsors have paid for Freya's wound care, medications, testing, and rabies vaccination. I want to give a heartfelt thank you to Ms. Rita and Ms. Rhonda for covering those expenses. It will cost upwards of $200 when Dr. Kevin closes the wound. The total cost will depend on how complicated the wound closure is, how long the surgery takes, and if he is able to spay her at the same time. If you would like to help, please visit my Patreon. You can join as a free member and make a one-time contribution. If the donations that I receive exceed the amount of the cost of her care, the excess will be used to purchase food, flea and tick control, and other needs for the animals at the Bibb County, Alabama Animal Shelter. I will post updates of her on my other channel, Kate Bonnie Country, and on my Patreon as time allows. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get inside, clean her wound, administer her medications, and get some sleep. It was great seeing you today. Come back anytime.